I wanna touch your life. I wanna be the change. I'm gonna shine my light. I'm gonna make a difference. Touch your life. Be the change. Shine my light and make a difference. You're the one to make the world a much better place. You're the one, you're the one, touching lives.
As able-bodied individuals, we often take for granted the simple tasks that we can do without a second thought, such as walking, running, or even standing. It's not until we lose our mobility that we realize just how much we relied on these abilities. Suddenly, tasks that were once effortless become insurmountable challenges, and we may find ourselves struggling to adopt a new way of life. For those who experience a sudden loss of mobility due to injury or illness, the impact can be devastating. And tonight's story is one that shows how hard life becomes after a tragedy leaves you a quadriplegic. Welcome, Nigeria. My name is Michelle Dede, and this is Airtel Touching Lives.
Touching lives.
Coming up in today's episode. Through many of our episodes, we've seen how Airtel Touching Lives believes that children are the future of our country. To ensure that they get the best possible education, Airtel are committed to this cause. We visit the Government Day Junior School and see the work undertaken to rejuvenate the school. And our featured story shows you just how quickly your life can change. Femi was having fun on a beach with his friends when he decided to go for a swim in the ocean, which almost cost him his life. The sequence of events left Femi a quadriplegic. Fortunately for Femi, his determination has given him the opportunity to build his life again.
Touching lives.
Education is vital to any human being. Without education, nobody will become somebody in life. The school was founded in the year 1976. It has started with 134 pupils, but now the school has a population of 7,119 pupils. Teaching and learning cannot do without resources. The whiteboards are not in good condition. We don't have even a standard blackboard. Learning cannot take place effectively. We have a lot of cracks at walls. In the classroom, the door and the windows are all broken. We don't have light all the time. The situation of our toilets, both the teaching staff and the pupils, as too dirty is critical. We have 7,000 plus pupils, and we have only 7 or 8 pit toilets, cannot be able to satisfy them.
Airtel definitely wants to do something for the school. So they want to refurbish the existing school structure and the classrooms. They're also going to refurbish the toilets. And they'll provide water, borehole facilities to be able to pump water to the toilets.
Okay, we're very happy.
They're also going to provide furniture for the teacher staff room and a generator also to power the borehole as well.
Thank you, Airtel, and God bless Airtel.
But you can be rest assured now that everybody's going to be happy, both students and teachers.
Of course, even community, not only boys and teachers,
Absolutely.
Even the community, even the entire state.
Touching lives.
Providing all those facilities to the school will make such a big difference to the lives of the children. Let's see the differences that the prizes Airtel Touching Lives delivered have made to the school and the students.
My name is Sani Bukar, head teacher of Fatami Naziran Primary School, Gombe LEA, Gombe State. I feel very happily, very happily because of this special intervention by Airtel Nigeria Limited. Our toilet before the intervention by Airtel was so critical. We cannot be able to even visit the site of the proposed toilet. But with this intervention, You cannot do that. There is toilet behind the classroom because it makes it to be water system before it is spit.
Well, as a teacher, the intervention has helped a great deal in improving my general composure, I can say, because before the intervention, we used to sit in a staff room that is not well furnished, I can say. And with the intervention, desks and chairs were provided. You can sit comfortably, make your notes, and do whatever you want to do in a very conducive environment. So it will improve your capability because you will now get a chance to think well when you are arranging your notes, and so it will help you in delivering your duty very well. Also, the pupils of the school benefited from it because it has improved their quality of stay in the school. Their classes now have lights and fans. Before, the classes have no lights at all. There are no fans. The classes used to be congested and there are no adequate chairs for the pupils to sit. But now with the intervention, each and every pupil has its own chair and a desk. There are fans in the classes. When the weather is hot, the pupils are no longer making unnecessary movements and noise, I can say. So generally, it has improved their quality of stay in the school, and it helps in us getting more of their attention when we are teaching.
I feel happy and appreciate with Airtel for what they have intervened to our school. This school now is special across Gombe State. So Airtel touches Nigerian life. So God bless Airtel.
I'm a strong believer that we need to give our children the best possible opportunity to get an education. And this initiative goes a long way to help. Don't go anywhere, because when we get back after the break, we'll see just how quickly your life can change. You open your eyes from a swim in the ocean, and you realize you can't move your legs or your arms. It's terrifying. We'll take a look after the break. But to join the conversation and to interact with tonight's show, you can visit our social media handles. You'll find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Touching Lives.
Welcome back to Airtel Touching Lives. We often take so much for granted and don't realize how fortunate we are. And tonight's story shows us just how fast things can change. It was just a normal day when Femi and his friends decided to go to the beach and have some fun. Everything was going as planned, and the group were having a fantastic time when all of a sudden, his friends turned around and saw a motionless body floating towards the shoreline. They realized it was Femi, and they ran to give him assistance, not knowing what had happened. Let's take a look at the story.
The injury, it happened at Alpha Beach in Lagos. It was in December 29th, actually. I went with the church youth to the beach just to have fun and celebrate the ending of the year. At first, I didn't plan on swimming, so I was just chilling. I had these pretty girls beside me that accompanied me. And at some point, I just felt like going in. Then I gave the girl beside me my cup of drink, and I think that was the last thing I could remember. All I could see was myself buried underneath the water. I realized I couldn't move my hands, tried using my leg to kick, couldn't move it. Then it was there I realized that something had happened.
When the incident happened, that day, I can never forget that day in my life. When I saw him at the hospital, I don't feel good at all. I said, I'm dying inside.
John was asking me, Femi, get up. What happened? What happened? And I told her that, Mom, I don't think I can walk. She was panicking.
Mr. Femi, he dived into an ocean and had a head-on collision with the floor of the ocean, then sustained an injury to his cervical spine.
I spent 3 months in the ward before I was discharged home. And ever since then, I've been confined to the wheelchair.
It's not been easy. It's not been easy. I don't hold myself now. It's Femi that hold me. I cannot leave the house. Even his brother is supposed to be in Lagos, but he can't go to Lagos. He has to support me.
I need someone with me 24/7. I cannot feed myself. I cannot do things myself. I was sorry for my mom. You know, seeing my mom cleaning me up, it hurt me. It really broke me.
These patients may have a variety of mental health challenges ranging from mild to moderate to severe depression, sometimes psychosis, and a good number of them tend to have suicidal ideations. They want to actually take their lives, particularly after they have been counseled about the prognosis. They may not be able to walk, use their hands, bearing in mind that they are going to be severely disabled for the rest of their lives.
I was 19 years old when it happened, so like took everything, who I was, took all of my plans, everything away. And I lost all hope on being who I wanted to be. Got to a point that I was like, well, there's nothing for me, let me just die. I tried suicide 3 times. Something told me that you're a fool. You're gonna waste yourself. I told my friend then to put me on a wheelchair. So I went away from home into the bush. So I was looking at the trees, looking at the plants, looking at the birds, and told myself then that, okay, you have to sponge, feel every pain, just absorb it. Everything will be fine. If you're still breathing, your organs are still functioning, your brain is still there, then there should be something you can hold for life. So I asked myself that, what can you still do? So at first I started with using my teeth to tap my phone. I was using a BlackBerry then, so I was using my teeth to type, and I kept looking for a way to do things. 6 years after the injury, I started using these flowering plants that miraculously started, giving me the strength, the courage, and everything I needed. Started having this nerves movement on my body. Now I can dance, I can, do things I couldn't do those before. And I encouraged my mom to get a computer one time, and she did. I could sit down on my computer for the whole day. I won't even know what's going on outside or what the time says. Be focused on it, just exploring whatever I could do. I'm able to learn on skills that I really like architecture and graphic design and video editing and stuff. I got better over time and I enjoyed it. That really saved my life. Because if not for that, I don't know what I would have done. After seeing my mom's business going down, I asked myself, what can I do? I remember playing video games while growing up, so not every teenager, not every youth in Nigeria can afford an expensive gaming console. So I thought setting up a gaming arcade would be beneficial to everyone. At first, I was able to get one PS2 and a TV. So that went for over a year before I was able to get the remaining PS3s.
Yeah, a lot of people really comes, especially weekends, they come to play, and the market is growing a little bit. And most of them are even asking for a competition. We should fix the competition so that they can participate and earn some money and prove themselves that they are good at playing.
Similar to the way people watch Premier League, UEFA Champions League, same thing with it. You have to see the competitors live, how they put their time, their effort in being the best. With e-sport now, people can spend their time enjoying their video games while earning something in return from it. It's a platform just like football and every other sport. It gets people out of poverty, out of crimes. It is sport that is here to stay. I have a responsibility now that I have to make my business better, to grow, to have my own source of income. My dream is to be the face of fish sport in Nigeria. I started rabbit farming just few months after lockdown during COVID-19. And growing up, before my injury, I taught myself how to make shoes, how to make sandals. Thought myself, okay, I think I can start making this really good business, making for celebrities in Nigeria. Now the business is growing in Ife, and not just in Ife, and all over Nigeria.
Femi inspired me a lot because he's the kind of guy that never gives up.
If Adibi nothing happened to Femi, he will be on top. I thank God for where he starts and where we are now, because I don't know that Femi will be alive, and he's alive. God really loved Femi. He loved him so much.
Like spinal cord injury shouldn't be the end. So I'm trying to make enough to be my own end. I want to live the best life.
I want his future to be bright, very, very bright.
The major thing that really pushes me to do better is my mom. I really love that woman. I really love that woman. So seeing the way my family is, I just want to make the best for them, regardless of my injury. Man, they are the best. They really, really love me and care about me. All they wanted was for me to get better.
An inspiring story of determination despite the odds. Don't go anywhere, because right after the break, we'll be meeting Femi and some of his family. To join the conversation and interact with tonight's show, you can visit our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Touching lives.
Welcome back to Airtel Touching Lives. Joining us in the studio tonight, we have our guest, Femi Adeniyi, his mother, Mrs. Adeniyi, and his uncle, Oluwafemi Adogba. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening.
How are you?
Fine.
How are you, ma?
Fine, thank you.
You're welcome, you're welcome. Femi, we watched your story. Mommy was understandably crying, so it was very emotional, but it was also very inspiring. It was also very inspiring, the fact that, you went through everything you did, but you've come out of it hopeful and determined, to live your best possible life. So, but I want to take you back to that time. And we saw a little bit about and heard a little bit about how you felt. But obviously, because it was when you were 19 and you're older now, for the first, few years, what was that experience like?
It was hell. I think that's just what I'll say. Not being able to do anything just made life very, very tiring. Very tiring. But seeing your mother there, crying every morning, just somehow you have to find strength to give her strength. So it was hell. It was hell. It was hell. Couldn't do anything.
Mommy, Bella. We saw in the clip there you were talking about how hard it was for you, and also as you were watching, I know you were crying, so it was very difficult for you to relive those memories. Sorry, Ma. Sorry. Sorry, Ma. Okay, Femi, let's move back to you. You had an epiphany, let's call it an epiphany moment, where you decided, okay, this was something you were going to do, you were going to change your way of thinking for your mental health, etc. Did you know immediately that it was gaming you wanted to go into, or were there other things that you had considered beforehand?
Yeah, I tried buying and selling.
Okay.
Which didn't go well.
Okay.
People owed me a lot of money.
Oh.
So I just decided to stop that.
All right.
And in this part of the world, and with the way people are, you can't really trust them with everything you
Yeah,
want.
true.
So I started thinking of a way to have something that I can monitor, something I can, I don't have to be there, but I know what's going on and I can put calculations on it. So I thought of gaming. At first, when we got to Ife, there was nothing there. It was boring, very boring, very, very boring. So I tried going out, just seeing the environment, and I realized that no gaming center here. I think that would be good for you, Femi.
And were you a big gamer before that?
Well, I used to game before the injury. Like I used to game a lot. And I'm good with computers. I can stream all my tournament myself and do everything myself. So I thought to myself that this is your key. Just stick to it.
And Mommy, when he decided gaming, what did you think about that at first?
We even fought.
Okay.
I said, game. What do you want to do with the game? Game, okay. But anything that Femi wants to do, I don't see anybody that can discourage him.
So he was determined. I can honestly say that you should be really proud of yourself, and you definitely will be somebody who will motivate other people to not give up, despite what they have gone through, despite the challenges. And because of that, Airtel wants to celebrate you by giving you some prizes, because Airtel Touching Lives believes in giving back. So we have some prizes for you. The first is a laptop. The second is a Samsung phone. And the third is a new wheelchair.
Thank you, Airtel.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And you're going to be getting 4 Sony PlayStations and 4 TVs, brand new, to use for your business. And you'll also be getting 2 Epsom all-in-one wide format super tank printers. And we're also going to build a concrete ramp so that there's wheelchair access. But that's not all. But before I go on, I just want to, Mommy, I said, You said, there's more, ma. There's more.
The dream is coming true.
How are you feeling, Femi?
I'm excited, really, really excited. I can't afford all this. It's really holding my business back. This costs a lot. To get my medical supplies monthly, medical checkup monthly, costs a lot. So Airtel giving me this are really blessing me, and I'm very, very grateful.
You're welcome.
Very, very
You're welcome, but there's more.
Yeah.
There's more. Airtel is going to open a Smart Cash app for you to enable you to pay for bags of rabbit feed so that you can also continue with that business. And through your funded Smart Cash app, you know what a Smart Cash app is, right? It's a new mobile money app from Airtel.
All right.
So it'll be on your phone. Money can be paid. So for example, if I want to pay money to you, I can transfer money in there. You can also use it to pay for goods. So you can pay for feed, pay for something to do with your business. Yeah, so it's like a mobile money app. And through that funded Smart Cash account, Airtel will pay your rent of your kiosk for your business for 2 years. And they will also provide free internet access for the business for 2 years.
Whoa.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Airtel. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Airtel, thank you.
Mommy, are you happy?
Happy. What can I use again? That is more than happy.
Happiest.
I'll be happy.
Excited.
Excited.
Anyone.
And-
Femi, well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you, Airtel.
Thank you, Airtel. Thank you very much.
God bless you.
I hope you enjoyed the show. It was fantastic having Femi and his mother and his uncle on the show. It was really inspiring, and I hope that it has inspired you, that whatever you may be going through, that all hope is not lost. Keep going. Find something to do. You're worth it. It's worth it. Next week, we visit the final 2 schools that Airtel Touching Lives assisted in Season 6. The Yero King Primary School, Offa in Kwara State, and the Yahya Hamza Primary School, Zaria in Kaduna State. And our new story deals with water. Water is life. Without access to water, life becomes so difficult. You cannot cook, quench your thirst, or even cook a meal. In fact, it's noted that water is a basic human need. We visit the Ikot Essien community and discover just how hard it is to live without access to clean water.
Touching lives. I wanna touch your life. I wanna be the change. I'm gonna shine my light. I'm gonna make a difference. Touch your life. Be the change. Shine my light and make a difference. You're the one to make the world a much better place. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one. Touching lives.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.